Radio Raheem in Saudi Arabia, in Riyadh, with War Chisora. You've made the trip over for this heavyweight clash. The first thing I noticed was when Joshua got off the stage, I walked up, I saw you two speak for a moment. What words did you have for Joshua?
No, I said you look in great shape, bro. 16 and a half stones on the scales. He looks amazing. I was like, mate, it's your fight to win, bro. And I know he's going to box this guy. It's going to be a great fight.
Mexicans are known for Mexican style, being warriors, come forward and have no reverse. Joshua felt the breath and the power of that the first time, but War Chisora is known for being nothing less than a complete warrior. Do you see a change in Joshua since the first fight as far as his mental stat going into this fight?
Yeah, you know what? Josh, he's going to box, and Ruiz is going to try and come to war. So AJ's going to have to adapt in so many different styles in the 12 rounds he's going to have. So it's going to be a great fight.
What do you see when you look at these two fighters on the scale? Everybody talked about Ruiz having lost weight. Doesn't appear to be the actual case, although Joshua is a bit slimmer. Today, have you gotten any information to inform you about how this might go tomorrow?
I don't think Ruiz has been eating too much chicken biryanis, since he got here. And he said he's had his chef here, because last time he said, I got my chef here. I'm like, I don't know what he's eating, but, maybe it's all water. He's just holding water in there, rotation of water and stuff like that. But, AJ's been on point, doing everything right, what he's eating, what he's not eating. So it's going to be an exciting fight, man. I'm so gassed for it and happy for this rematch.
Do you feel like AJ will get the victory and reclaim his titles?
AJ needs to get the victory, bro. There's no two ways about it. He has to die in that ring. He has to go in there all out and die in that ring. The only way this guy could win this fight now, if he goes in there and knocks AJ out and AJ can't get up. That's the only way he's going to win this fight. But from my understanding, knowing AJ and the way I moved around him a couple months ago, he's ready to die. You understand? So, that's the only way Ruiz will win this fight again.
Do you think this experience, if he is successful tomorrow, as you say he must be, will make him a better fighter in the long run?
Yeah, 100%.
And after what Ruiz has done and become the first heavyweight champion from Mexico, what happens next for him? If he loses this fight, does he deserve a third fight?
Listen, boxing is just it's like the stock market. 1 minute your stock is down, next minute your stock is right up there. So you never know what happens in boxing. 2 minutes ago, Dylan White was the manager for the WBC, and now he's being dropped off the ranks. 2 years ago, I was not even in the ranks, and now I'm in the ranks. So you don't know what happens in boxing. Do you understand? So it's just one of those ones.
How significant is what Andy Ruiz has done, save this fight Saturday, whether he wins or loses, what he's accomplished in boxing?
He's accomplished great stuff for Mexico, for himself and for his family. He's built it. Listen, he's made legacy for him. Even when he died 100 years ago, they'll write stories about him. That is it. The first Mexican heavyweight ever out there, came in there with no six-pack, chubby boy. He won it. People, let me tell you something, when they read this about seven in the next 100 years, they're like, nah, what are they playing here? Yeah, well, it is what it is.
Since the last time we spoke, Deontay Wilder has been in the ring. A tremendous knockout he scored after having lost every round up until that point. What did you make of that victory?
Listen, heavyweight boxing, it's all about who's got the power punch. Deontay was losing the fight with Tyson Fury, and then suddenly clipped him. Tyson died and he woke up. Do you understand? The same thing happens to this. So you see, what happens now with all the fighters now, when they fight Deontay, they're like, okay, anytime soon I'm going to be going to sleep. So they will fight for about 4 or 5 rounds, good pace, and when they get tired, they're like, oh, Jesus Christ, here it comes now. Sooner or later I'm going to sleep, But, what's his name, the Cuban guy? Ortiz. He was in great shape, he was boxing great. Just fell asleep it takes a second, mate. It takes 1 second in the heavyweight game. Boom! You're on the floor.
That's what he says. And so many of us, including myself, think that boxing is primarily a science. It's about technical skills, technical wins out. But you've said many times you're not a boxer. This is you're maybe the only guy I know currently that ascribes to the same theory as Wilder. So your stock is up as well. If you were to meet Wilder, how does that fight go?
Hey, listen, I got great respect for Wilder and everything, but different styles. Do you understand? If I fight Wilder, we'll be fighting. You know, we'll be swinging. You know, you'll be like, hit me and I hit you. Do you understand? And that's how it will be.
Who's got the bigger power? War Chisora?
He's got more bigger power than me, but I know for a fact his hands are a bit fragile. So, or a couple rounds, his hands will be broken. So I'm more geared up for that.
Now, more than likely, before you get a chance at Deontay Wilder, if you do, you're going to be looking at Alexander Usyk.
That's the rumor right now. That is the rumor, but we don't know what's happening yet. You know, so we're just gonna see what happens tomorrow.
Tomorrow? All right, we'll talk tomorrow. But if that fight were to happen, everyone talks about his skills. He's, you know, a crafty fighter. They liken him to Lomachenko. Would that be a complex fight for you? Would that be a difficult style for you?
Listen, if the fight happens, it'd be difficult style for me to deal with. But I won't box the guy. Let's just all be honest. I'm not gonna go in there and try and box the man. I'm gonna rush him. I'll be all over him like a baby's rash.
Radio Raheem with War Chisora all over boxing like a baby's rash. Brother, I always enjoy speaking to you. War Chisora, it is a pleasure and an honor. Radio Raheem with War Chisora.